I'm Chantel Branch, your self-love specialist. Today we are going to talk about the intimate relationship, and specifically the intimate relationship that literally broke your heart. I am talking about the intimate relationship that literally burned your heart up. And I'm talking about your heart is crispy, fried, dyed. It can no longer lay to the side. Your heart is so burned up that it is literally disintegrating. It is like ashes. And today, we're not going to talk too much about trading your ashes for beauty. But what we will talk about is the part before that. Before you can even get to the part of getting something better, you first have to recognize the state that your heart is in today. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. The image of self. Have you ever said to yourself, after a breakup, before you step into this new relationship, I want to know, have you said to yourself, I'm good. Girl, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Girl, I don't care what he did. I'm straight. That's on him. He gonna have to take that up with his God. See, the God that I serve. Do you get super holy, super religious? Do you say, my heart is gonna be healed with prayer? Only God can do it. Do you literally go out, get on an app, the same way you found that last person, you go back and you find a new person, and literally as you are literally moving out of this relationship, I mean physically moving out, you literally have a date that same day or that same week. You moved out. You broke up with your boo, or your boo broke up with you, and now you are literally going on a date within the next week, within the next couple of days. If that's you, I just want you to know that your heart is on fire, it's burning up, it's burning literally to ashes. And the reason you're not paying attention to it is because you don't want to. Who wants to pay attention to a broken heart? Who wants to pay attention to the heart that is on fire literally? If I pretend that I don't see my heart on fire, then it's not on fire. If you pretend that you are not broken after that last relationship, then you're not broken. And if you just keep telling yourself that every day, speaking that over your life, those are your affirmations, guess what? You're going to believe it. And it does not matter whether it is true or not. What matters is the thoughts that you think to be true about yourself. So let's get into it. The thoughts that you think to be true about yourself. Because every day I could wake up and say, girl, you are skinny. You're so slim. Look at you. But I don't. I am at a place that I am no longer in denial. I am in reality. I am a wife, a mom of four, recently had a baby not too long ago. But if he gets one more year older, whew, I might can't keep saying I had a baby. I just had a baby. I can't keep saying I just had a baby, right? Because the baby keeps getting older and the baby is currently a toddler. So if the baby enters kindergarten in the next couple of years and I'm still having the same conversation, that means that I have not moved from denial to reality. That means that I refuse to face my reality. And that is what so many of us women do when a relationship is over. I don't care who you dating. I don't care what species you dating. At this point, I don't care what species you are dating. Because a broken heart is a broken heart. An infested mind is an infested mind. Your heart that is burning to ashes is a heart that is burning to ashes. And the more that you tack onto it, you just keep throwing it into the fire, throwing it into the fire. You're saying these thoughts to yourself. I'm too blessed to be stressed. You just broke up with the person, but you got a date tonight. Oh, I'm good because so-and-so been blowing me up, hit me up in my DMs anyway, and I was ignoring their messages, but I just kept him on red because I believed that if it didn't work out with the person that I said I was going to be committed to, that I was committed to, that I gave my everything to, I had a backup plan, and now I'm going to my backup plan. But your backup plan shouldn't even exist because the next plan should be, I got to pay attention because my heart is on fire and I don't know how to extinguish my heart. I do not know how to extinguish my heart. There are too many compartments on my heart that are on fire. That's why my whole heart is consumed. And that is why it is burning to ashes, because I refuse to face the reality of today's rejection. That's it. That's the end of the laugh. That's it. I refuse to face the reality of today's rejection. Anytime we as women are in a relationship, we've given our all, we sacrifice everything. We literally always put ourselves last. We put our partners first, we put our children first, we put our parents first, we put everybody, we put our neighbors first, our neighbor's dog. We put everybody above us. And then when the relationship is over, you are literally left sweeping up the pieces, cleaning up the messes, sorting out where you were falling in those situations, in those relationships. Relationships are ships, and they come in your life and they go out of your life. And when that relationship is over, whether it's bad, whether it just didn't work, whether you just weren't compatible, whatever the reason that it ended, your heart is still attached. Soul ties are still attached. If you don't do the work, if you choose not to pay attention to the burning ashes that are falling from your heart, you're going to always be stuck. You're going to always continue to, I'm still moving. I just can't find nobody. Girl, I'm good. I'm too blessed to be stressed. You know what? You're going to, even when you think you've met the right person, you think that they're going to be your what? You think that they're going to be the sun to your rain clouds. You think they're going to sweep in like baby Jesus flying on a cloud and just heal everything that the last person did to you. But I double dog dare you to take a look at your own decisions. Decide, what was my role and my part? When this person did this, what did I say? When my partner said this, what did I do? How did I react? How did I respond to all situations? Not just one, not just the part of, oh, they cheated on me. But let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's dig a little bit deeper into how you got into a relationship with someone who could have been not wanting to be monogamous. And you probably knew that in the beginning, but you still decided to go ahead and throw your whole self in a relationship. You, me, she, her, all of us have thrown ourselves into a relationship to give 110%, only to get to the end of that relationship less than 20%, depleted, dejected, ejected, rejected. And rejection is so damaging. Rejection hurts so bad. Rejection is literally the gasoline that is doused on your heart. And then as the person continues to do more and more and more to you, that flame is just ignited. And it goes and it keeps burning. It's like it consumes your heart until there is nothing left. If you are listening to this video and your heart has been consumed and there is nothing left, then it's time for you to stop and pause. It's time for you to literally reevaluate. Take a look at who you are. Look at your reality today. What am I experiencing today? How am I affected and impacted because of that relationship from yesterday? How did that rejection tear me down? How did it get me to here? It's been 6 months and I'm still feeling something in my heart. That anger and that rage and that pain and the resentment and the bitterness is still in control of your emotions. It's in control of your everyday life. It's in control of all of your activities. It's in control of how you respond to text messages to regular people. If you don't have the emotional stability to manage yourself on a day-to-day basis, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. You are in trouble. And your heart will continue to burn until you decide to pay attention to it. And that's just the truth, Ruth. That's the truth. Your heart is going to continue to burn into ashes because you refuse to pay attention to what you need today. And it really starts with paying attention to your emotions. How am I feeling? Are you literally posting to make it look like, although this relationship is over, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need nobody else. I I'm better single. I'm better alone, right? We say those things, but how many times have you been caught on your couch lacking, stressing, crying, sad, feeling lonely, anger, or bitterness? It's a difference from being alone and feeling lonely. It's a difference from being content with the woman in my mirror and all that she has, all her flaws, all of her fluffy skin, her beautiful smile, whatever length her hair is, whatever that is. I, you, me, she, her, we, them, they, he, him. We have got to be okay with the person that's looking back at us in the mirror. Before you can step into another relationship, won't you do yourself a favor and love you better? Because if you jumping out of one thing into another thing, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to be better. You're not even giving yourself the opportunity for a couple of sprinkles of water to be doused on the fire in your heart so you could feel just a little bit better. Think about it. If you said one of these phrases, I have finally met the one who brings the sun to my rain clouds. Girl, I'm good. Honey, I don't need anybody else. That partner, that person, that's all I need. That's all I need. Oh, it's so much better than my last person. It's so much better than my ex. Or if you say, I'm out in these streets catching flights and living life. I'm living it up. I'm living good. I'm traveling. I'm fancy free. I got my new swimsuit. I done lost all this weight. You can't keep a good woman down. But really, you are just as pitiful as you were in the last relationship. Broken, lost, and determined to prove to everybody else that you're okay. You're better than okay. Girl, I'm good. I'm so glad I went through all of that because I know better now and I'll never make that same mistake again. But you're still lonely. You're still sad. You're still pitiful. You're still resenting. You're still in bitterness. And instead of just doing that stopping and that pausing and recognize that all those things, yes, I'm in it. And then recognizing, but I don't want to be here. I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of this experience. Every time I break up with somebody, I go get with somebody else. They don't do me right. It's over in 90 days, 3 months, 2 weeks, whatever. It is not giving me the fulfillment that I need to be, to flourish, to thrive. But if we stop looking for people to give us something in order for us to thrive, then we can, guess what? We can begin to love ourselves better. We can take on the practice of self-love, because self-love simply means that I know who I am because I am aware of my physical, my mental, my emotional, my psychological, my spiritual, my financial. I understand what's happening with me today in all of those areas. And I recognize that perhaps today I woke up and I wasn't feeling my best and I am emotionally drained or emotionally stagnant because of the way that I'm responding in text messages, the way that I'm responding to my boss who simply came in and said, good morning. I literally did it the other week, and I was like, and my boss came in and said something pleasant, the same pleasantries, but asked a different question, and I just spouted something off so quickly, and I said, oh my God. I literally said what I was thinking. And that's not necessarily who I am, especially in a professional setting. And I literally checked myself right in that moment, and I said, oh my goodness. What's up with you, girl? And then another boss came by and they needed something else, and I was just like, hoo, okay, it's definitely me. And then another boss came by, and then some emails came in and some telephone calls came in, and this is my job. And I was like, these people working it today, and it's only like, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning. So it's like 7:30 in the morning and I'm agitated at this level. That means something is going on with me internally. Let me check me, because I have to go to 4 o'clock. And I refuse at this stage, at this place in my life, to go to 4 o'clock angry. I'm not going to spend the next 8 hours in this place with these people madder than a junkyard dog. No, no, no. Because the way my self-awareness is set up, the way that my life is set up, all the turmoil and the problems and the situations that I've had over the years, I refuse to walk into the next season, into the next year, into 2025, 2030, 2040. I don't want to walk into the next year experiencing the same things from the past when I know I can control it. See, the thing is, what you don't realize is that you can control the burning of your heart, the ashes that are literally disintegrating from the burning of your heart. What you don't realize is that you do have power and control over it. You just have to exercise and use your power. You have to use your control. What does that mean? Great. I'm so glad you asked. That means that I'm going to check in with my support team. I've got to check in with my community. And if I don't have one, I better find one. I got to get connected to one. A community is a group of people. It could be 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 10, or 20, just plenty. It can be a group of people with the same goal. Maybe you just like to plant flowers, so you get with a group of people that love to do gardening. You go join you a gardening club, and you may find a woman that is going through a divorce just like you. Or you may find a mom who is struggling with twins just like you. But there is no way that you can continue along the path that you're continuing and thinking and literally hoping for true, authentic love when you yourself can't even give the new person, the one that is specifically meant for you, the best pieces of you, because you're so stuck and stagnant on yesterday. You're so rejected and hurt of what happened in that last relationship that you cannot possibly move on and love this new person in the way that they desire. But we as women, we don't think about that. And we literally say, well, men do it all the time. It's not about them. This video is not about them. It's about you and paying attention to the woman in your mirror, recognizing that your heart is on fire, and then paying attention to, man, I'm stuck. I don't have any emotional stability. I'm not making decisions from a logical space. I'm making decisions out of emotions, and I'm going on dates with people that I don't even feel like listening to their conversation because I'm so stuck on the hurt and the pain that is in my heart. And I can't move past the rejection because I refuse to let it go, and I can't let it go because I refuse to ask for help, and so therefore I will stay stuck. And the thoughts that I believe to be true about me will continue to run rampant in my brain. And as long as I tell myself, girl, I'm good, I'm glad that relationship is over, I moved on and got me a new boo, then I will believe that until something new changes it. But how about that is a mindset? And perhaps you got that mindset from the culture that you grew up in. Maybe it's your family dynamics. Maybe all the women in your family, the older women, they told you what to do. Girl, when you done with him, you go get you another one. You go get you another. You move on right away, and you show him that, girl, you don't need him, or whatever. But literally, it's a mindset. It's a culture. Did you learn it from your friends? Did you learn it from as a young teenage girl? Did you learn it as a young adult? And you took on somebody else's belief about relationships, and you keep making the same choices, getting the same results. How about pay attention to that environment where you got that information? How about this whole video is to help you look at the mindset in which you view relationships. What lens are you putting on when you view relationships? You know, who told you that if you leave this man and go get with that man, that you will be better off? Who told you that was true? Because it's not. If you are upped up and your heart is messed up, on fire, burning, disintegrating, ashes just falling from it, then it's time for you to make the one decision that is going to help you. It's going to help you. It's going to literally help your future. It's going to change you. Therapy changes you. Going and get connected with community changes you. Addressing the pain and the rejection on your heart changes you. Allowing the community and the good positive things, the tools, because even though it's positive, that don't mean it don't hurt. Even though it's positive, that doesn't mean it's going to feel good. Because, see, you're going to have to do some things that are painful, that are ugly, that are hurtful, but it is going to literally be the sprinkles and the water hose that you need to put the fire out on your heart. I am Chantel Branch, your self love specialist. I hope that you can begin to take a look at your heart and move from denial to reality, because it is a mindset that you are literally stuck in. So until next time, I will see you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are in the Chicagoland area, check out our next self-love parlor for executive women. It will be hosted here right in Chicago, Illinois. All right now.